We are live. Welcome to the stream tonight, guys. Advocates for Justice Paralegal School. We provide the tools, you guys do the work. You know how this goes. Welcome to the stream tonight. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're going to start out. We're going to do an update on the 42 USC 1983 civil rights lawsuit package people are using. We're going to talk a little bit about the documents in the package and on what page you need to be looking at to request the evidence that you need. I mentioned some documents in the law in the 42 USC, especially in the one for the online course that you guys need to know about. Actually, I put them in all of the So these are the things that the banking records that you need to demand to have as discovery. And these banking records pretty much explain everything that's in the lawsuit, how the real deal really went down. So they're not going to want, and not very many people know what these are. So we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk a little bit about how to stop the state case because some people are confused with that. And we're also going to talk about the conflict of interest that the judge has. So we got a lot to talk about. So let's just start with the 42 USC 1983 civil rights lawsuit package. I upgraded the online course lawsuit. So I combined the lawsuit that was in the course, and I kind of combined the 42 USC and turned it into the civil rights for the stuff that's oh, it came out nice. It came out nice. Now I also updated the non-judicial and judicial lawsuit package to state a claim with the recent information that we learned. Now, there's one bad thing. The people who already bought it, don't call me up or email me wanting the updated stuff because I don't have time to do all of that. When you bought your package, you had in that package what my knowledge was, and our knowledge has grown from the feedback that we get from the people in our study group that's helping me maintain this program. So we needed to do that, so we did. So we upgraded both of those packages. Now I already have 4 videos on my website, on my YouTube channel that teach, I think 4 to teach you how to state a claim. So that's really the only difference. But you need to remember when you state your claim, you're stating your claim from the paper, okay? Not from all of the lies that they want to talk about, okay? We're not going to talk about none of that stuff. We're going to talk about what's on the paper. So when you start stating your claim, you're just going to list out all of those things on the paper in sentences, in numbered sentences, and that's how you do it. Now I updated the packages and they're ready to go. So if you buy a package starting today or yesterday, you don't have to worry about stating a claim. It's already done. All you have to do is replace the red font with your information, follow the instructions on the instructional video playlist. Now, one of the things that people are getting confused with, I'm telling people to watch the instructional video and they're going to my YouTube channel and they're watching the training videos. And then they wonder why I'm asking them if they watch the instructional videos when they start asking me questions that are covered in the instructional videos. So most of the time, no, the problem is that people don't realize that the instructional videos are only found in the instructional video playlist. Okay, they're not found anyplace else. So if you've been, so there's like 320 videos, I think 22 maybe or something like that are instructional videos. The other videos are training videos teaching you how to do all kind of stuff. When you open the instructional video, you will see the lawsuit package. I will open up the document and show you the front page of the document. I talk to you about things that you need to understand before you go and file it. We talk about what you need to say when they tell you that you can't file this. You need to get an attorney. And if you don't watch the video, you won't know what to say, and you'll be like this. Yeah, I like the deer. Yep, and you're done, because they can smell fear a mile away. I'm telling you. Make sure you watch the instructional video. That's very, very important. The training videos are important too, but the instructional videos are important so you know how to handle the paperwork in the package. Okay, that's the deal with that. So right now, I want to talk about this. This is really cool, and I actually took this out of I took it from the online course lawsuit and added it to the other lawsuits, a couple of things out of the online course lawsuit, and add to other lawsuits to beef them up so that we can get things done the way we need to get them done. So you guys, when you go and check that lawsuit out, you'll check, oh, it came out so nice. So it's ready to go. There are some elements that's listed on page 7 of the 42 USC 1983 Civil Rights Lawsuit Package that, well, actually, I included this in all of the lawsuit packages. So I'm not sure what page is on in the other lawsuit packages, but basically it says the defendant's records will show the defendant has an offsetting liability to the plaintiffs pursuant to FAS 95 and GAAP and Thrift Finance Reports, the TFR. So the GAAP accounting principles are the federal laws that these people are supposed to be following when they're doing their illegal. There you go. I can say illegal because it's illegal. When they're doing their illegal mortgage loan. And this paragraph and what's underneath it, it says these records include these records that I'm talking about. One of them is the FR 2046 balance sheet. I'm throwing that out there so you guys that have the package, you'll know where I'm talking about. So it says these records include A, the FR 2046 balance sheet, B, the 1099 OID report, and that's really the only two I'm going to do. There's like there's 5. These are the banking records that prove what really happened when you sat down to sign. And they are going to have a fit when you request these records on your demand for evidence. On your demand for evidence, you add the proper parties that you need to get added on there. And so there's the 5 things that we mentioned here are the main banking records that you're going to need to subpoena. Is what I would probably do, just subpoena them, because they're not going to want to give these up. And I think when they see that you understand them or that you have them here, if you understand them, this is what I would do. I would contact the attorney's office and harass them for these records. And let them know I'd like to set up a time to come down and take a look at these records. As a matter of fact, you probably should get a copy of them, because all this stuff is part of their tax pay. So there you go. This is going to make it real interesting for them. Now, remember, our goal is to turn the heat up on them, because we're not trying to get before the judge and all of that, because we already know the judge is not really going to help us. So, so we're not trying to do that. So when you're jamming them up and you're not trying to get before the judge, it creates a problem for them. And they really don't know how to handle it, because they're really lazy and they depend on their buddy judge and their other buddies to get their back. Now, one of the things that people don't realize when they're going into foreclosure is the main reason why attorneys will not help you with foreclosure defense is because their buddies down the street are the ones that are coming after you. Their buddies down the street are the ones that are coming after you. And if you'll check that paperwork, you'll see that it's only signed by an attorney. It's not signed by any lender or anybody from the bank. It's only signed by an attorney. So the attorney is the one coming after you. And most people don't realize that When you hire an attorney to help you in foreclosure defense, that attorney automatically gets a cut of what they're trying to steal from you, in addition to what they get from you for the fake help. And most of the time, they'll stay and keep sucking you dry until you run out of money. And then when you run out of money, they'll throw you to the wolves and go ahead and finish the process, or try to finish the process. So now, one of the things I wanted to cover today is how to stop a state court case. And I don't think this is in the instructions, because we have learned some new things. So what we're doing to stop the state court case now is we are filing the lawsuit. Whatever lawsuit you have, you should take that lawsuit and change the court heading at the top so that you can file it in state court. You want to add the judge and the attorney to it as a plaintiff, because you want to file it as a counterclaim in their case in state court. That'll blow their case up. They will know, oh, that's what I did in my sister's case. Oh, they were so messed up. And so you want to do that. You want to, and remember, you're not the plaintiff until you pay to file the lawsuit. When you pay to file the $400, then you're the plaintiff. If you didn't pay to file, you're the defendant. So people have been getting a little tripped up on this thing, and that's because they're just overthinking it. Okay? If you're going to file a counterclaim in their case, you're still the stinking defendant. You're only the plaintiff when you pay the $400. So that should keep it pretty simple. So you can add a party to their own lawsuit as the plaintiff. They don't teach you how to do that, but I will. We do it all the time. Yeah, and we also, whenever we file something in state court, they'll tell you. One lady told me, "Oh, well, you can't file a 42 USC in state court." Well, that's not what I'm doing. I'm filing a 42 USC counterclaim in state court. So the case is already running. I'm filing a counterclaim. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Whenever I structure something for state court, I use federal court case law. They don't like it. They whine about it, but they can't do a damn thing about it, because there is no difference between doing that than there is using Supreme Court case law in federal or state court. So the higher court case law can be used in the lower court, and boy, that gives you a real nice advantage, because now when they come to answer you with their state court crap, they are automatically trumped. Go back, boys, and do it again. Oh, wait, no. You guys need to hire a federal attorney. That's what they have to do. They have to hire a federal attorney. And the judge has to hire, everybody's got to hire attorneys now. Now you're costing their butt some money, just like they've been doing you. Yep. And you can be creative. I just tell people, look, be creative. People will call me, oh, well, how much should I put on there? You know, how'd you come up with 3 million? How'd you come up with 5 million? Well, you know what? 3 and 5 is 8. 8 million is not worth what I watch my family go through. So I'm just saying. Okay. And number one, when you bend over backwards to kiss their face, when you bend over backwards and follow all their rules and stuff, they know that you don't know what's up, and they're not going to respect you. So we don't follow their rules. They got a problem with it, then we'll deal with it, do what we need to do. But no, I don't follow what they say you should come in, whatever. At the end of the day, I want the jury to make the decision. And the jury's going to know that I'm expecting a lot of money. So that's all I got to say on that. I told one guy, you can put $50,000 on it if you want, because that's, I think, all the state court can do, right? Unless they're stealing your property. Then it's okay for them to, yeah. So that's how that works. So when you need to stop the state court case, if there's a state court case against you, and you do that by filing that lawsuit as a counterclaim after you add the attorney and the judge to it. Because the judge don't have jurisdiction to be hearing the case. There's no injured party. There's no accounting of the money trail. There's no original contract. There's no nothing except the attorney's signature. Yeah. And so I have people go to file their stuff, and one clerk removed the attorney and told him, no, you can't do that. Of course, this person was ready and told him, oh, well, my legal team, no. And they put it back on there. And if you got a problem with that, you need to let the judge handle it, because I don't think you have the authority as a clerk to make a legal determination on my document. Do you, sir? Ma'am? That's how you handle that. And when you throw it on the table like that, most of the time they're going to go sit the hell down and file your stuff. I had one guy that told me they gave him a hard time. They went and looked at it, and he tried to file everything at the same time: the sanction motion, the lawsuit, the jurisdictional challenge. I think the clerk had busted a blood vessel when she walked over there and looked at that stuff, and she brought it back and told him that they wasn't going to file it. They gave him a real hard time about it too, and he just told him, "Look, I'm not taking it back. I'm on camera right there in federal court. You're on camera taking my stuff, and so you need to deal with it." And he walked off. Well, I threw it in the trash can. Yep. And he kept walking. Went out to his car and sat down and smoked a cigarette, he said, because he was really pissed. And they called him. They called him on the phone and told him that they had to file this case because they talked to a pro se attorney, and the pro se attorney said that they had to file a case. Okay, so pro se attorney, are you thinking kidding me right now? That's the best they can do. You got to be kidding me right now. But yeah, that's the best they can do. So you guys need to remember the state court judge has a conflict of interest. And he has a conflict of interest because the state is the one that's stealing your property, that's trying to steal your property. That's the way I see it. Following the signatures and the structure of how things are done. And when I say the structure of how things are done, I mean, like, for instance, they're trying to tell you in a non-judicial foreclosure that you don't have a case in court. Well, there's no way in hell that they could take your property in 30 days, sell it on the porch steps of the courthouse if they didn't already have a file. So that's BS. And when my sister's foreclosure lawsuit, down in the bottom was a file stamp. There was a barcode that was stamped on it with a number on it, and we actually added that barcode and number in our lawsuit because my opinion is that barcode is reference to the case, the real case of them stealing your house. And the reason I say it's the state too, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, leave me a comment. If you think I'm right, leave me a comment. The reason I say it's the state that's stealing your property too is because, well, who pays the judge? Who pays the county recorder's office? Who pays the tax assessor? They're all paid by the state. All paid by the state. So if you stop and look at it, the state, oh, wait, and they have your property deed already. They have your property deed already because you let them register it, because they made you think that you had to register it to keep your property clear, to keep your property clean and not have anybody take it. Oh, wait. But these people are having their property sold and going into foreclosure when they have the property paid off. So how could that be? Oh, they just go down to the attorney, go down to the county recorder's office, pull up the property, get the information off of it, and then file a lawsuit. Well, first they file a assignment against your property and make it look like they're the ones supposed to collect, and it's a fake assignment. And then they file a lawsuit against you for foreclosure because they know 97% of the people can't afford attorneys, and a large percentage of those people don't think that they can do it by themselves, even with coaching help. And I feel bad for those people. They're not in my program. Those people aren't in my program. So I'm just saying. So the state court judge has a conflict because the state is the one that is in control of your property deed. And the state is the one paying all these people to harass you and to get you off of their property. That's what it looks like to me. So that's how I'm going to call it. Now, this is really important because when you get to federal court, they're going to try real hard to slide your butt back down to the state court because they don't want this stink in their court. But see, here's the thing. If you're suing a state court judge, all the other state court judges will have conflict of interest, right? Yep. So so that's pretty much a wrap. Well, wait, you're suing the state too. So you're suing the state and the state court judge, and the state is paying the judge. Oh, that'll be fair. Oh, yeah, it's getting hot in here, ain't it? Yeah, but that's how you roll. And you just tell them fools in federal court, you kidding me? The state court judge has conflict of interest. He's being paid by the same corporation that's stealing my property, the state. And they have your deed hostage. Yep. So the 42 USC 1983 Civil Rights Lawsuit Package is doing a great job. Wildfire Penny, who comes on here, I don't see anybody on here tonight, but Wildfire Penny filed her stuff and they're in default. Venus filed her stuff and actually, well, they're in default. Well, when she filed her stuff, the state court judge vacated the eviction process and told the attorneys they had to start all over. And as far as I know, she's filing her lawsuit now in federal court, but the eviction process was stopped. So, yeah, so these things work. And now they work great when you're a pain in their butt. I'm just saying. And Venus is a pain in their butt. She was a pain in their butt. I don't know about Penny Wildfire. She must have been a pain in their butt too. So if you're a pain in their butt, then you have a better chance of getting this to work for you. If you're not a pain in their butt, they think that you got this shit off the internet and someone's helping you. And you should mention your legal team as the one that's taking care of this stuff. Anytime there's a problem, oh, my legal team not going to be happy with that. My legal team, because we're stupid and we're not smart enough to do this ourselves. I'm just saying. So that state judge conflict of interest is the main reason why they can't send you back to state court. You're suing the state, you're suing the state court judge, you're suing all of those people whose names are signed on this ticket of theft that they're trying to use to steal your house with. So just tell them that's it. And there's nowhere else for you to go. So, and I haven't had anybody get forced back down if they've done the homework. So you guys do your homework and make sure you're looking for the instructional video playlist on my YouTube channel to find the instructional videos. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the value of sharing your time tonight. And I will see you guys in the next video.